finally back on the road. It's been a few weeks since we posted a video.
Apologize for that.
Yeah, we didn't really explain anything, but we were a little, not burnout, but I guess finally getting used to just living in this and not having like any routine, so we kind of just kept pushing things off, and we kept waiting and waiting to meet one of our friends, which I don't know why we did that, because it was a month.
Yeah.
And
it was just a weird, like, in-between state of waiting to meet somebody. So it was like we were waiting to meet them, but it was like, well, what are we going to do in the meantime? We have to stay in this area, or we have to get to that area. So it just kind of made it a weird situation.
It kind of made us not explore things. We didn't want to go to super cold.
Yeah.
And then, but it made us more comfortable in this. So, like, we now don't like sleeping like at a hotel or other places. It's way more comfortable in here.
Yeah,
we ended up going through New Mexico, which was awesome. So far, we think that's a little better area to go explore than Arizona, but we don't totally know. We're not going to go back until winter.
Mm-hmm.
But we made it up to Denver to meet Carl, Off-Road Landscapes, because if anyone knows him, it's probably from his Jeep Gladiator that he's had, but he has got a Gen 2 Raptor. And met him there to get something put on his truck, and then we were going to go to Utah for a couple of weeks, which we would have just been finishing up now.
Yeah. But this was the beginning of April, like March 31st.
Yeah.
That's
and then April 1st, wake up to a text, my truck's gone. I'm like, yeah, bullshit. You know,
because it's April Fool's.
It's April Fool's.
Yeah.
And then I had missed calls from him, and I was like, oh, okay. So I called him, and sure enough, truck got stolen at the hotel in Denver. Well, it's April 1st, April Fool's Day. Get a text from Carl that his truck's gone. So I'm like, no, obviously. And then I realized he called me like 3 minutes prior this morning waking up. And so I called him back, and sure enough, his truck got stolen. One night here, heading over to grab him, and cops were saying that they usually move them from one hotel to the other for a day. Well, met up with Carl. Hunter Pauly showed up. Carl's with him in his truck. The police said that it wasn't scanned at any light, and they scan really well. So there's a chance it's in this area, because they never drove it past anything, unless they pulled plates, but there's at least nothing on the ground that they pulled plates where it was stolen from. So we looked around. Cops weren't helpful whatsoever. I think he ended up getting more help from outside sources that just follow him, that are cops. They found pretty much where it went to, and that's probably when they swapped plates, and then we didn't see it anymore.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks later, they found it in El Paso, right at the border.
Yep.
They kind of wrecked it, and stripped a bunch of stuff out of it, took a bunch of his kids' stuff, which was the worst for him.
Yeah.
But he'll be coming back with a different truck. We left Denver that night, went over I-70 to head back to California to her parents, and went through like a whiteout blizzard. It's kind of fun.
It was.
I think the highest we've driven, it was 11,000, or around 11,000 feet,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I forget if I saw a sign or if I was reading off my watch, and my watch gets a little off when you go that big. But ended up staying in Grand Junction, and then making the trek the next day all the way back home.
Yeah.
And which we needed to go back. Probably being out for 2 weeks with them would have been bad, because I had a right front wheel bearing going out, and it was pretty loud.
Yeah,
Didn't realize how loud it was until I put a new one on.
It was clunking.
Yeah.
Bad.
My pinion seal was leaking. Ended up being a worn out pinion flange or yoke, whatever you want to call it. So I had to replace that. Of course, in that process, we tore axle seal. So I changed axle seals last minute.
Changed brake rotors and brake pads.
Rotors were kind of shot. They're super heat checked, and pads were getting very close. And then did that, Even had rattling calipers, so I replaced all the pins.
Yep.
It was a tough, 7,000 miles on the truck out there.
Yeah.
But got that all taken care of.
Yeah.
But we're on our way to the coast, to like Coos Bay area. We're just gonna go up the coast just to do it for a couple days, because this weekend we're meeting up with our friend Nate, which you guys know him as the White Ram with the GFC. I don't think we'll be filming anything with him. We're just gonna hang out. Made it to the ocean.
Yeah.
We kind of inland a little bit on 101 for like an hour or more. Hey, sea lion caves. I'm not going back to those, but
No, we've already been to the sea lion caves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years ago we've been here.
Yep.
It's the first like big trip.
2015?
Yep.
Yeah, 2015.
Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the
What?
Well, we made it to, what is it called again?
Cape Lookout?
Cape Lookout State Park. It's right on the ocean, except we're not on the ocean. All those campsites are, closed for the winter because it's freezing apparently. And well, it's chillier. But rolled in at like 6:45 and starving. Fed the dogs. Just put the tent up. I haven't even done everything. So we have leftover taco meat. I'm not even gonna make it all yet.
It's a lot there.
And some rice and stuff.
Sass. Good boy.
Just put the chair out and he already stole my spot. Oh. She's just being a dog on the ground. Sun's down. He ditched me. All he does is go around and hook you with his leash. Constantly. Or I guess it's not his leash, but that's what we tie him to when we're in places they can't run around. But I think we're gonna call it for the night, and I guess we'll pick it up in the morning. Campsite after making coffee, made a quick breakfast, and then packed up and got out of there. We're heading over to the Tillamook Creamery since we're only like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Pick up some cheese or something. I'm not getting ice cream.
No.
Got too much. Cream soda, Marionberry jam, cheese curd mix, cheese curds, wanted Swiss. Figure that'd be good on nachos. Now we have one easily accessible.
A bottle opener.
Yeah.
Cow Patch.
Yep.
Super excited about that.
Yeah. Gonna smash burgers Saturday night. I love cheese curds and smash burgers. Be like going to Freddy's. Hey, look at that. Made it on time.
Excited to try this too. Should be good.
Yeah. It's good. Like real cream. That's really weird smelling the cow manure and drinking this.
I was
Oh,
just gonna
Jesus
say.
Christ.
I was like, wow, that's a really strong cow smell.
That is bad.
Well, we're in,
This is really good though.
we're in cow country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're get up to the tip of Oregon, get fuel, and go over to Astoria and then keep making our way. Well, we're officially back home. Well, close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Northwest. Figured we'd show up right at traffic time on a Thursday, which is like the worst. We're just gonna end this here because, yeah, nothing cool is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's do a lot of work and
Yep.
somewhat on the weekend and hang out. Yeah, we're gonna be exploring a lot more trails here for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Places that we kind of wanted to go to when we lived here, but didn't want to just take our whole weekend driving on trails
Yeah.
if it wasn't cool. Because some of the trails just suck because it's just straight fire road to nothing.
So we'll see you in